Hey everybody, thank you for deciding to tune in to another edition of the Vapor's Den. My name is Aaron, I'll be your host for a little while. Today's video is pretty simple and pretty straightforward, pretty much no frills, no thrills, but we are talking about an equally as straightforward and simple. We're talking about the Mutation X V2 mechanical mod made by Mutation. This isn't authentic, it's pretty simple again and pretty straightforward. Basic entry-level mechanical mod. Single core 18650. It can take flat top only 18650 batteries. And it's just a wonderful entry-level mech for a person out there who might want to rotate a little away from the regulated mods, such as maybe a Fuchai, IPv4, Target 75, whatever they're holding in their hand. If they think they got it and they think they want to take to the next level and get real serious about building, at least RDA wise, or whatever can go with a mech mod, and they want to rotate into the build scene on an RDA preferred, especially with this type of a system, Mutation X V2, perfect entry level for you. Absolutely perfect for you. Built with some inherent safety features that a lot of mech mods just don't have. One of the safety features that I'm going to highlight right now, and most might think, well, everyone knows about this. No, not everyone knows about this. Is take my Stingray X mech mod here. This is a pretty advanced mech mod for advanced building, very low ohm building, kind of, a little bit advanced, but this has so many parts to it. I think I did a product review on this, and I think I totaled out at around 7 to 8 pieces alone that make up this mech mod. Also, when this mech mod, the Stingray, is in the fire position to allow you to bottom trigger so you can vape, you always have to remember to lock that ring down. That most people would think, well, anybody who's meching would know to do that. It's just common sense. No, it's not. I have the I guess dubious honors of actually working in the industry and helping advise people in the industry, and people might think locking your fire button at the bottom of a mech mod's just simple common day fare. To some, it isn't. I've heard some stories. But with this particular mech mod, I'm going to reach down here and grab one of my little props. I brought a little tray. With that, you have to worry about locking the pin, locking that firing button before you would, leave it on a coffee table, an end table next to a bed, or the center post inside a car. You always have to lock it down so it doesn't fire, because if it keeps firing, bye-bye cotton, bye-bye juice, that's evaporated, and ultimately if it keeps firing, bye-bye coils, and you're going to have to build it all over again, rewick it all over again, rejuice it all over again, and you're starting from scratch. This, there it is. No need to worry about a locking bottom ring. No need to worry about locking down a firing button. It has a recessed fire button within the tube cylinder of the mech mod itself. It's not firing. Not firing. Just wonderful. Recessed button. Dual spring loaded. Easy, 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 easy. A lot easier, believe it or not, than my Stingray, which is supposed to be a very glide. That requires a little bit of strength. This does not. It's just a mild little pinch. You'll hear in there, and you're good to go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to load this with a little bit of juice, do a little vaping, and I've already described that safety feature, which automatically, right off the bat, for an entry-level person, it will probably be good if you were to, say, purchase a Mutation X or an as-like entry-level mech mod. It will probably be good of you So you have the mental peace of mind knowing that I'm just busting into mech mods and I'm busting into the build scene. I'm doing some RDAs now, and I don't have to worry, at least with this particular unit, and there's several other units that have the recessed fire button as well for equal safety. I can just put it down, walk away. Minutes, hours, days, months, years of walking back to it, it's still in the same shape as you left it. It's a good little peace of mind, little factor right there. So I'm going to juice this up a little bit, have a couple vapes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a process which I've kind of coined the nickname play-by-play. It's a series of slides that I'm going to present to you. Each slide has a basic description pertaining to the imagery. So as you're going through the play-by-play, each image has appropriate basic information that has been JPEG'd to it. So we'll start with the play-by-play here in a couple seconds, but I'll take a couple hits off this for you before we go into it, and let you kind of get to see what it's all about. Here we go. Real nice draw, fires smooth. And with it being a mech, you don't have to worry about pulse firing, so I'll just omit that from the video right here. There's no pulse firing you need to worry about. All you need to do is worry about is putting in a serious, powerful battery in 18650. Flat top only. This does not receive the dimple tops. Dimple tops will damage the jiggle pin, the battery pin underneath 510. It will damage that. Flat top only if you're going to buy this particular mod at a vape shop or online. But just a nice draw. And I'm deciding to use, and you'll see it in the play-by-play, I've adored the Mutation XV2 mech mod with the actual authentic Mutation XV3 RDA. Simple little build, single strand on there. It's in the play-by-play. But take another vape and we'll start that process. Love it. Totally stainless steel, brushed stainless steel. You never have to worry about getting this icky or having it being stained by e-juice or stained by, oh, I accidentally spilled coffee or Coca-Cola or Pepsi on it, or whoop, I dropped it in my hot dog, there's mustard on it. Don't ever have to worry about it staining. Cleans real good, cleans right off. Warm water, a nice little terry cloth, jeweler's cloth, or even a hand towel. Wipe, back as if it came just right out of the box. So I'm going to start you off with the play-by-play right now. I hope you enjoy this bit of imagery. I'll link up a little bit of music here to keep it a little bit entertaining. And I will see you on the other side of the play-by-play. Here we go. And welcome back. We're on the other side of the play-by-play. As you saw in there, Again, this has a gamut of features for just being basic, being entry level, with safety being first and foremost from the manufacturer, especially in regards to, as I described at the beginning of the video, the non-potential to accidentally hit a fire button when you want to set your mech mod down. But just basic, very simple, nice styling cues to it. Mutations have always been known for this slanted venting right here, especially with their RDAs. They've incorporated that into the mech mod itself so that it looks more themed, so that it looks more supposed to go together. Especially also this hit dissipating grill, these slit grills right on up here, the top of the RDA, which is classic Mutation. They did the same styling cue with the same functionality, just vents the heat. It actually dissipates the heat horizontally rather than vertically, which is real good for the hand. Means you can keep firing this and firing this and firing this, and the likelihood potential of your hand overheating is nil. I have used this for hours straight, watching TV, watching movies, hanging out at my vape shop, and just going for it, and never really have to be concerned with heat. This is a very cool mod. And also, as you saw per the play-by-play, you saw the type of build I did. The Mutation X V3 is very similar to the Mutation X V2, which I do have. The V3 comes already with Phillips heads here at the posts. You don't have to worry about hex keys, Allen keys, special types of screws, as with the previous, its predecessor. This one just comes Phillips, boom, build. Takes a lot of time and worry away from your building because Phillips heads, boom, you're done. But as you saw, I did a 28 gauge, 8 wrap. I think we're ohming out at about 0.38 ohms, almost 0.4. With it being basic, you don't want to gun this thing with, like, you know, dual, triple twisted, or Mondo clamped ins, or deep parallel builds. Just keep it nice, keep it simple. This is all this is designed to do, is be basic, entry level. Entry level people aren't going to be throwing in competition parallels in there and be vaping away on this. Then you might have some serious heat going on, which you might have to put it down from time to time. Hence where the little safety button comes into play. If you're overheating there, one less worry, but you got a hot hand. I just build on this very simple 28 gauge, 26 gauge, single strand onlys, no more than 8 wraps, down to 6 wraps. I prefer this being around 0.3, 0.4 to even 0.5 only. But that's where I target in. You might be different if you were to get this bad boy in your hand. But it's just a nice, wonderful, heavy stainless steel, dual piece, 2 parts that make this, as you saw on the play-by-play. Safety, security button here, proper venting on both sides, theme cues matching Mutation V2 and V3 RDAs, medium bore chuff cap right on up there on top. Just wonderful. Just wonderful. Just a simple little vape. I mean, you could go real cloud checking with this depending upon the build, but the build I have in there is Simpleton, and it's not, you know, cloud comp certified or compatible or capable or whatever you want to call it, but it's just a nice simple little vape. Mutations, the mech mod is providing plenty of power, no heat in the hand, simple, just glide button. You're not muscling it in. You're not, I'm holding, now I gotta breathe it in. No, it's nothing like that. It's a stress-free mechanical mod. Very simple, especially for ladies that would like to get into mech mods, get into the RDA build scene, build simple builds, but all the while being able to rave and participate in mech modding. Perfect petite button. Zero muscle needed. No hand shaking to get it. Just real simple and smooth. It's just real nice at the end of the day when you're meching, especially with this one and this one only, compared to my Stingray. My Stingray, after a couple hours, I feel like my finger has been trying to win weightlifting contests and it's very sore. This one, I've gone all day, and it might just be, it feels like I might have lifted a little something, but that's about it. But again, Mutation X V2 mechanical mod combined with the Mutation X V3 RDA. Very nice combination. But on that note, I think I'll vape you on out of here. But before I go, like most product reviewers on YouTube, they're asked, regardless on what they're reviewing, be it a bicycle, be it a car, be it a plane, be it a store, whatever. But if somebody was to come up to me and say, if this was given to me by the corporation that made it, and I had to like mail it back after the review was done, made that type of an agreement, would this be, after mailing it back to the manufacturer, the type of mechanical mod you would go to your local brick and mortar and purchase with your own money? Yes. I like the fact it's simple. It doesn't take rocket science to use it. Anybody wanting to bust into the build scene can use it. Both ladies' hands and maybe, understrength male hands, or, full-blown arm pop. Everyone can use this. Onboard safety feature, the recessed fire button, meaning you can set it anywhere, not worry about it. You have 100% peace of mind, 100% safety. It's not going to fire when you walk away from it. Very gentle gliding 510 threads. Copper center pin. Self-adjusting firing mechanism at the bottom where it'll actually sense how the battery is lying in there and fire it accordingly at whatever little micro angle it needs to be at to have true form with the butt end of the battery. Very, very nice. Awesome price point. This was this RDA, the V3, and the V2 mech mod, both made by Mutation, ran me at a brick and mortar just shy of $24. It's very affordable. Hosts simple builds, but you're still getting a nice little layer of cloud production. Very nice. But on that note, I think I'll take another swig of my hazelnut coffee. And also today's production was a kind of a cooperative here. I recently, by one of the representatives of Kingdom Elixir, was given a couple sample bottles of their premium made e-juices. So if you want these, Google Kingdom Elixir, find their website. Very nicely priced. Very nicely priced. 20 mils is going to run you right around $11. And they come in a multitude of flavors, and they also have a custom online-only flavor, kind of very similar to how Vape Wild does it. But very nice. Kingdom Elixir. I'm doing as you saw in the play-by-play, I'm doing the powdered apple fritter. Very nice flavor. The apple is not very pronounced. It's kind of dull, which I like. I don't like sharp apple vapes that make your mouth go, get that little tart going on there. I don't like that. It's very mild, very subtle. The major tones to this, believe it or not, is the fritter, the powdered fritter. So the apple kind of breaks through that, but it's been done very precisely, very, very nicely, very professionally. So give them a shot. Give them a Kingdom Elixir, a Google search, and go on their website do a little online shopping, even if it's just window shopping. See what all the hubbub that I'm creating is all about. Awesome. And to Kingdom Elixir, thank you very much for the juice. It's very well appreciated. And on that note, I will vape you on out of here. It's been a pleasure, folks. Thank you again for choosing to tune in to another edition of Vapors Den. My name was Aaron. I was your host. And I don't know quite what product review video I'm going to do next for the future. Might do my Fuchai. Might do another RDA here. Might do another Mech mod. Whatever it is, it'll be online here in a couple weeks. And on that note, again, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a wonderful day and night whenever you choose to watch. And here we go. And you take them on easy. And bye-bye.